Hi, I'm Matt with Hoboken Horology, and today I'd like to talk about the best travel case on the market for your Rolex watch. For me personally, a travel case I would use when I'm at work, or I know I'm gonna be somewhere that I might be banging my wristwatch against something metal, or it's prone to get scratches in a certain area, or I'm doing a certain type of work. I'll take my watch off and I'll put it in my bag in a case. And when that's done, I'll put my watch back on, or if I have, what you can do is you can put a beater watch or a cheaper watch in your case, so then when you swap off, you'll always have a watch on. But the best thing is when you're at the airport, and when I'm waiting in line at security, what I do is I'll take off everything on me that's metal, a belt, my wallet, my phone. They already checked your ID at the beginning of the security line, and toward the end, when you're waiting in line to get to the metal detector or the X-ray that you walk through, I would take all of my things off, all of the things that they would ask you to take out of your pockets, and I put it in my bag, especially my wristwatch. I'll throw it in my bag. And when I was in Florida and I was coming back from Florida, they went through my bag because I had a lot of souvenirs in it and things. And the first thing I asked them was I asked if I could get my watch out of the bag, because I wrapped it in like a t-shirt. And you really need to have a case, because you can throw your watch in a case, and it's good to go. Now I want to talk about the first case, and this one is the actual Rolex case. Now when I got my Rolex GMT serviced, they gave me one of these green cases, and it has this metal button you pop up, and on the inner side of the case, the back side of the button, there's material so that it won't scratch the watch going in and out. So I've never tried my Submariner in this case, but when you go to get a watch serviced, especially an older one, they will give you this kind of case for your watch. So I felt like I needed something a little bit bigger, something better. I didn't like that how small that case was. I would wrap it in the Rolex cloth, the head of the watch, and then I would shove it into that case. And I didn't really like that case for traveling. So I found two solutions that I'd like to talk about, and one I think is the absolute best solution out there. As I said earlier, here is my Rolex Submariner, and I need a case for this watch. So this is the first one. This is the first one that I found, and I really like this one. It has a plastic button, and the reason for this is that this plastic won't scratch the bracelet. And the reason that there's even a button to begin with is because you don't want your wristwatch just in a bag and it to be scraping the inside of the bracelet, to be scraping the inside of the watch. You'll see a lot of old watches, the case back will have a lot of scratches. Mine is pretty much has almost no scratches on it. But you will see the case back of older watches will have scratches, especially if they don't have bracelets. The clasp and things will scratch against it. So this bag is okay. I've used it maybe twice, and I'm gonna give it to my fiance for jewelry. She said she could use them. So you put it in, you put the watch in. See, I don't even want to demonstrate using my sub. I put the watch in, you clip it, and it'll be around there. I'm not sure if you want to put the head of the watch here or face down, and then you do that, throw it in your bag. So let's get to something better. There were two good ones I saw on Amazon. Unfortunately, that's where I mainly shop, and if they don't have it on there, I don't really look to too many other websites. This one is called Shock Case, and online on the review, somebody said that it worked great for a sub, so I bought it, and you can see some little indents, but basically you take the sub, you layer in, close it, That's it. It's perfect, and it will, I throw it in my bag like this. This is it. This is such a perfect case. You know, this case is absolutely perfect for a Rolex Submariner. The case on the Rolex Submariner is a bit larger than 40 mils. I mean, it is 40 mils across, but you know, it's a bit of a larger watch, or a fatter watch, I like to say. So this case is perfect for 40 mils. I would say that you could probably go a little bit bigger, maybe. Let's see, maybe like 43 or something like that. 42 maybe. Like if I grab my Speedy. I don't like the zipper, but you can see that the case is lipped before the zipper. So it's pretty much perfect. And actually I'll just do it this way. That way when I'm putting it in, there's no possible way. You can fold the zipper back over it like that. This case was like 12 bucks on Amazon. I'll leave a link below. I just can't say enough about it. I can't say enough about it. It's a great case. It's a fantastic case. And compared to the one supplied by Rolex that I talked about earlier, it's a better case. It's definitely a better case. I was recently in Atlantic City and I actually didn't have this case with me. And my watch was in a t-shirt, and long story short, basically the t-shirt was lifted up and the watch smashed against a glass countertop. I didn't receive any damage or scratches or anything like that. I looked it over, and I have to say that when you put it in this case, it feels so solid. It has such a solid feeling, and the texture of it and everything like that is so nice. The only thing I don't like on this one is the metal zipper. I don't like the metal zipper, but you know, when you zip it up though, it is such a solid case. It's perfect for ceramic Rolexes, the 40 mil Submariners. I don't know if you could get a deep sea in here. I think it might be too small for a deep sea, but it's better to be a little tight, especially when it comes to a case, than be too loose. And it's running around. I swear my Pepsi, the bracelet would like scratch itself. Basically, it would fold in such a way that the metal would scratch itself. So I really like this case. I think it's great. I'm keeping it in my backpack. Like I said earlier in the video, you could put a beater in here, and that way, if you're using this just to take off your watch like I do, when you think situations you should take your watch off, if I get busy or something like that, you can swap them. You know, it's a great little case. It's fantastic, and for like 12 bucks, you really can't go wrong. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you got a useful recommendation out of this. Thank you.